Hello my dear students, I hope you are doing good. So today we'll move with the further problems. 15th problem, limit sin ax divided by sin bx as your x tends to 0 where your a and b should not be equal to 0. So solution we have taken. Now they are telling you to find the limit, and you can see both numerator denominator you have sin, but here it is ax, here it is bx. So to solve this, obvious, we know our important theorem, that is what? Limit sin x divided by x as x tends to 0 is equal to 1. So according to this, your each numerator should be our sin ax divided by ax and even sin bx divided by bx. So we have to get it in that form. So if you are making it in that, we can't just divide both by a, because numerator you have a and denominator you have b. So separately you have to do each term. So what we can do, sin ax here divided by x, and even this, see, applying limit for your each separately, sin bx divided by x. If I divide bx on both the side, it doesn't make any changes to our actual term, right? Because see, if your x goes here, x get cancels, you'll get the same. Now you have to get in this form, you have ax, but denominator you have x. And what this theorem tells, what you have in numerator sin with, even your denominator should be same. Here sin x it is, so denominator is also x. Now here sin ax is there, so here also we want ax only, right? X already is there, we should get a. If here only direct I can't write a, so what I can do, multiply and divide a I can do, because a cancels off, you'll get again the same term. Same goes with the denominator part, right? Sin ax divided by x you have. Now what I am doing, multiplying a and dividing a as your x tends to 0. Limit sin bx divided by x, multiplying b and dividing b as your x tends to 0. Now you have extra a, extra b. Take it outside, keep it outside. So we can keep it because there, so we can't apply limit. So you will be having limit sin ax divided by ax as your x tends to 0 divided by limit sin bx divided by bx as your x tends to 0. So here it is ab remains as it is. Limit sin ax divided by ax, what it tells, nothing but 1 divided by, again this is 1. So your answer is nothing, a by b, right? I hope I am clear. It is very easy. Just you should remember your theorem and how you have to use it. Okay, we'll proceed to our next problem. Next question, 17th one, limit cos 2x minus 1 divided by cos x minus 1 as x tends to 0. Okay, important question. Now this is, you know our, so obvious, when it is in denominator, first we check, right, when it is in such form that our denominator should not make 0. If it is making 0, then we try to modify, we use the formula and all. In the same way, see here, if you see, obvious, cos 0 is your 1, you will get denominator as 0 itself. So you have to use your formula. See, you know 1 minus cos theta is equal to 2 sin square theta by 2. Already at start also I have shown you. When here it is theta, its opposite will be what? Half angle, half of this. Now if it is 2 theta, means half of this will be what? Theta, right? But as you can see, it is 1 minus cos theta, but here you have cos 2x minus 1. So we will make it in this form. If we are making in this form, means minus sign, I have to take common, 1 minus cos 2x I have to do, right? Because if you multiply, say minus 1, minus 1, minus into minus plus, you will get the same. X tends to 0. Same goes with your denominator too, minus of 1 minus cos x you have to do, right? So this minus now get cancels off because it is same, and now you will be having limit 1 minus cos 2x as your x tends to 0. For both I will take limit 1 minus cos x as your x tends to 0, right? So 1 minus cos 2x is nothing but what, your 2 sine square x it will be, right, because here it is 2x, so its half is what, x, right. See, if its half is theta by 2 divided by again limit 1 minus cos x is what, 2 sine square x divided by 2, its half as your x tends to 0. Okay, now it is like this. From here 2 get cancels off, you will be left with limit sine square x as your x tends to 0 divided by limit sine square x divided by 2, you can see, as your x tends to 0. So, you will be having like this. See, here also if you again you put here x tends tending to at 0, you will get 0 in the denominator. So, again you have to modify it, and in terms of limit, in terms of your sine, okay, which is the formula you have to use, you know that. It was a square, right, sine square, and this also square, so whole square I have taken. Now, in sine you just know one theorem, that is what, sine x divided by x as your x tends to 0 is equal to what, 1, right. So, we have to make use of that only, there is no other option left for us. So, how we have to do, you know it already. If we divide here also x, here also x, you will get at the end same only. So, sin x divided by x as your x tends to 0, this is what, square, whole divided by again limit sin x by 2 divided by x as your x tends to 0, separated became, and let it be square. So, like this it is. First x we are dividing, because if you take your x multiplication it get cancels off only. Now, your numerator part, though it is holding same, sin s by x as x tends to 0, but your denominator, see, you need x by 2. So, what we will do here, divide and multiply by 2. So, this is 1, this I can write as your 1 square is your 1 only, right. So, limit as your x tends to 0, sin x divided by 2 divided by x, what we are doing, multiplying and dividing it by 2, x by square, but see here how it is, sin x by x as your x tends to 0, whatever this part it will be, that should be tending to 0. Here what it is x by 2, right. So, here also it will be what, x by 2 tending to 0. This you should be very careful enough, okay. So, here 2 is there, here 1 is there. So, 1 divided by 2, take it outside. This part is what, left over will be yours, left over is what, limit x by 2 tending to 0 sin x by 2 divided by x by 2 whole square is nothing but your 1. So, your answer is what, 1 by 2. I hope I am clear. This 1 by 2 we have kept outside, numerator and then left over, this we are applying our same theorem, and you will get 1 by 2 as your answer. Okay, this is a little bit important question, please go through it properly. Here I guess we have made some mistake, here it is 1 divided by 4, it should be, see, 2 square, okay, and it is what, 1 divided by 1 by 4, because this was here part, right, here it was 2, here it was 2, right, 1 by 2 divided by 1 it was. So, your answer will be 4, not 1 by 4, it will be 4. This was 1 by 4. Here I will write it, 1 divided by 4 it was. 1 divided by 1 by 4, limit x by 2 by x by 2 x square, your 1 is there, 1 by 4, this is nothing but your 1, 1 divided by 1 by 4 is nothing, your 4. I hope I am clear now. See, you should be checking like this, sometimes I also make mistakes. The square part was there, I didn't consider, say 2 square is 4, right. So, 1 by 4 should come out. Please be careful enough, your answer will be 4 for this. Next 19th question, limit x secant x as x tends to 0. So when we put here 0, you'll get directly 0 only, right? Sec 0 is 0, and 0 into anything if you get, it will be 0. Sec 0 is 1 actually, but here it is 0. So if you want, if you don't get here directly, we can convert it into x into secant x is what? 1 by cos x. So if we apply 0 into cos 0 is 1, but you'll get answer as 0, right? 0 into 1 is 0. Directly here also you'll get the same. 0, anything with this will be 0. Okay. Now we have 20th question. Limit tan 2x divided by x minus pi by 2 as your x tends to pi by 2. Okay, this is also very important question. Solution, write it as it is. Now you see, in tan we have just one theorem, that is what this property I had given. Limit tan x divided by x as your x tends to 0 is equal to 1. So we have only this form, and before heading to this we have to first check, right, in denominator if it is making 0, then only we modify it. So obvious pi by 2, if you put here pi by 2 minus pi by 2 is 0, so obvious you have to modify it. Now how you will modify? Here it is tan x by x tends to 0, but here you see, here it is tan 2x and denominator x minus pi by 2, and here even limit also it is x tends to pi by 2. So everything is different. So how you gonna do? First we will check for our limit part, because you want limit as 0. If it is 0 only, then only you can apply this. So we'll try to make this as a 0. So how you can do to get it 0? See here how it is, x is approaching to pi by 2, means x tends to pi by 2. Now we want our this part tending to 0. So what we will do? We will subtract pi by 2 on both the sides. So what it becomes? X minus pi by 2 tending to pi by 2 minus pi by 2 becomes 0. So this limit form we have got. Now what to do? Here you have x minus pi by 2, here you will get even limit, but here it is 2x. So for time being what we'll do, we'll take x minus pi by 2 as whole theta, okay, as whole theta. So theta is tending to 0. Okay. Why? Theta we have taken as what? X minus pi by 2. Theta is nothing but your x minus pi by 2. So your x will be what? Theta plus pi by 2. X is nothing but your theta plus pi by 2, right? Your theta, this x minus pi by 2 whole, we are taking it as theta because we don't want to write that whole. Just simple we want to make in this form. But you should remember what is your theta. Theta is nothing but your x minus pi by 2. And in this only x will be what? Your theta plus pi by 2. So we'll try to put it in this. So first we'll put, see what limit? Theta tends to 0 it is, right? And your tan, first keep it as it is, divided by theta was what? Your x minus pi by 2, and denominator also it will be theta. Now here you had 2x. X we can replace it as how? Theta plus pi by 2, right? X we can put it as theta plus pi by 2. So next term will be what? Limit theta tends to 0. 2 multiply inside, so you get tan 2 theta plus pi, right, when you are multiplying inside, and here you have theta. So tan 2 theta plus pi, you know it, you can write it how? Tan pi plus 2 theta. So pi is nothing but your 180, and it comes in your x axis, right? When it is x axis, your function doesn't changes, right? Your function doesn't changes. If you can't write like pi, if you don't understand, so theta tends to 0, tan pi plus 2 theta means tan pi plus theta, whatever it is, what you get? Tan 2 theta itself. Or else how you can do is tan 180 plus 2 theta, 180, 90 into 2 also you can check. Then now you can check like this. Now 90 into 2, it comes under your third quadrant, tan comes under your third quadrant it is positive, pi by 2 plus theta it is, right? If you do like this, pi by 2 into plus you can do, or pi plus 2 theta also it is comes under third quadrant it is positive, so it will be tan 2 theta divided by theta, right? But again to get it in that form, again to get in your tan form, right? Here it is 2 theta, here it is theta. So what we have to do, denominator you have to multiply and divide it by what? 2. So what you will get? Limit theta tends to 0, you get what? Tan 2 theta, multiply by 2 and divide it by 2. Now it makes some sense, right? And this also you should see, here it is 2 theta, but your limit here it is theta. So when theta is tending to 0, your 2 theta also tends to 0. So here also it changes, your limit automatically changes. So here shall I write? Limit, what you will get? Tan 2 theta divided by 2 theta into 2, as your 2 theta tends to 0. Now from this part we know that it is equal to 1 into 2. So your answer is what? It is nothing but 2. I hope I am clear. Okay, please remember this part. Pi plus 2 theta is your same tan 2 theta. If you can't remember in such form, you can go like this, 180 plus 2 theta you do, and 180 again 90 into 2, like this you do. But this clearly I have explained you, x axis, y axis. Okay, so this ends here today's class. From tomorrow, see, next pattern, it falls in under next group, like it is breaking. So we will see in tomorrow's class how we will solve it. Thank you, students.